That one's much, whoa. That one's got the heat.
It doesn't smell as aggressive as I was hoping it would.
I don't need a glass of water, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Yeah?
No.
That was a huge mistake. You do not feel okay.
No,
right?
that joke.
All right, so we are here with some fun Virtual GBO week stuff for you. Somebody had the great idea of us doing the Hot Ones challenge. So we want to thank Hot Ones from First We Feast. I'm sure you guys have seen it on YouTube. If you haven't, make sure you Google that.
Ours is an abbreviated version.
Abbreviated version, yes, but we basically eat some hot wings and try to answer questions and see just how well we can handle the heat.
Yeah, so a quick introduction of the sauces that we're using. Level 1 is, these are all from First We Feast. This is the classic hot sauce. It's supposed to be pretty mild, you know, just run-of-the-mill hot sauce. Then the second one is Los Calientes. Kind of in the middle. It's usually like between the 4th and 6th, somewhere in there. And then the last one is the one that strikes fear into the hearts of all humanity. This one is called the Last Dab. They call it the Last Dab because you put a little dab of it on the last wing. We only have 3, so we will be doing that.
Correct.
Thank you, Hot Ones, for the idea. I also think we'll gain a lot of respect for Sean Evans.
Correct, yes. I've got some water, I've got my chocolate milk ready to go, and some vanilla ice cream in the freezer.
Nice.
Ready to go.
Sounds
All right,
good.
So we're gonna start with some icebreaker questions. These are questions that Robert has not seen the questions I'm gonna ask him, and I have not seen the questions he is gonna ask me.
So these aren't the specific ones for me yet. These are just the top ones, right?
The icebreaker ones.
Okay,
yes.
just making sure.
Yeah, we're gonna go over the icebreaker ones. These are
Okay.
thank you, courtesy of Tina Oakley,
Okay.
for getting these questions ready for us.
Okay.
Shall I go first?
Yep. I think we just pick a couple and then we get into it.
All right, so here's a icebreaker one, just to kind of get things rolling and get ourselves ready. Which cartoon character would be your best friend?
Probably Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny he's the man, you know? Like think back to the iconic film Space Jam.
Yes.
Okay. Bugs, pretty solid basketball. I mean, Michael Jordan, he's the best basketball player. Bugs, pretty good basketball player, kind of a goofball. I feel like we would tag team well together. I'd go with Bugs Bunny.
I got you. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I liked this one. If you had a time machine, would you rather go back in time or into the future?
Ooh, that's a good one. Gosh, I'd like to go back in time and maybe correct some of the bad things I did.
You want to Marty McFly this thing.
Correct. However, that has made me who I am, so maybe the future would be, I know I'd go back in time.
Okay, I can dig it.
All right, one more for you.
Yep.
What clothing item would make you walk out on a date if someone wore it?
Nice, okay. Anything of the cargo variety, cargo shorts, cargo pants. I know that's not really a thing for girls, but if they did, like that, it's probably not gonna work for us.
Have you owned a pair of cargo pants?
Oh yeah, but like many moons ago, when it was fine. Now it's not. Don't.
Now what about cargo pants that turns you off?
Well, okay. I wouldn't call it a turnoff. I would say you're trying to fit a lot of utility into something that doesn't need utility. Like shorts have pockets. It's fine. You can put your keys. You can put your phone. Yeah. What are you carrying other than tots? If you're Napoleon Dynamite, the only accepted use of cargo pockets. Okay. I like that these people will want to know the answers, but also I'm just dying of anticipation because I'm scared of what's going to happen. Okay. Would you rather be the funniest or smartest person in the room?
Well, I'm definitely not the smartest person in the room from the get-go anyway. I would rather be the funniest.
But it's up, you could choose.
Right, I would rather be the funniest because I think you can get by with a lot of things. As I do when I screw up on the Disc Golf Answer Man, I'm able to laugh it off, so I would want to be the funniest one.
Okay, I can dig it.
All right, so we ready to dig in?
Yep.
All right, so we have them strategically placed. If you remind me, Robert.
Left is least hot, then middle, then right is the hottest. Right is the drumstick. It's the one with the last dab.
Okay, and we will move on to the more in-depth questions from Tina.
Yep.
Shall I go first?
Sure. Okay. So you go ahead and begin eating.
And we agreed beforehand that we have to eat. We have to
You have
clean.
to like I mean, if there's little bits and pieces here and there, no big deal. But like, you've got to eat the wing. It can't just be one little nibble.
That's not bad, but I can already. Okay, let me tell you.
This is the least one.
I am not a spicy food eater. I do not order spicy foods. There's already some heat on my tongue.
Oh well, yeah. I feel like they start you off with like
Like a tease?
yeah, or like you think it's gonna be fine. We'll be totally good.
The wing's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good amount of
Wait,
cleaning.
this is good.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so Tina's question for you. What is a skill from the Marines that you apply to your daily life now?
Ooh. There's a saying in the Marine Corps they have called adapt and overcome. And even though I get frustrated in situations, I sometimes have to stop and think, okay, how do I adapt and overcome this challenge? And so that's something I always say.
Nice. I can dig it. Okay. I'm onto my first wing here.
Is it bad if I already have sweat on my bald head already?
I feel that.
Do you feel a little bit of heat?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I like spicy food. Not super spicy food, but spicy enough. In college, though, I ate a habanero pepper whole.
On purpose?
Kind of as a dare, yeah.
Okay.
It was a mistake.
Right. I would imagine.
I have not experienced pain like that in the food realm.
Was it pain as you're eating and then afterwards?
Multiple levels of pain.
All right.
We can leave it at that.
You love your hair and your hair product.
Okay.
So try to sell me,
Yeah.
Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze, on your hair product without using the brand name at all.
Bobby, everybody wants to feel confident.
Right.
Okay. When you wake up for the day and you're thinking, you know what I could use today is a good hair day. Now I'm aware you may feel
I
differently.
could use hair every day. Any hair.
Now I'm aware you may feel differently about it, but it's just a universal thing. When you have a bad hair day, you just don't feel good. Right. When you have a good hair day, it's like, hey man, I'm feeling good. So what I would like to suggest to you is a former product of mine. We won't use the actual name of my real one because it's called Casual Hair Clay. Okay, and basically it's got enough hold to make sure that things are in place, but not so much that it's really crusty up there. You know, it gets you the right amount of hold without too much fuss throughout the day. It'll stay in place, but then you can kind of remold it. Casual Hair Clay, you should check it out.
You really are into your hair, right?
Okay.
When did this start?
But
Has that always been a thing?
No, that's a fair question. The reason that I think I have grasped onto having decent hair for a while is that I had the worst hair for many years. Like I wore a bowl cut on my head from 2nd grade to 8th grade. Okay, now I've always had a lot of hair, like it's always been thick, but it has been styled poorly because after that, then I got into like the spiky stuff, just spiking it up, then spiking it in the front. Then when I was in college, I tried to save money, so I just shaved all of it, like just buzzed it.
Right.
Not a great look. And then I've grown it out pretty long, and it doesn't grow like long, like, flowing locks.
Right.
It grows like a helmet.
Right.
It just grows out. And so once this hairstyle kind of clicked with me, then I am committed to it. I don't think about it as much as other people think I think about it, but like I'm not trying to switch it up.
I got you.
So, okay.
Do you remember Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if I told you that I used to have Steven Seagal's hair?
Just
slicked all the way back.
That's
and
what
then,
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I used to have hair down to my shoulders.
Heck yeah, you did.
So, all right.
I have a feeling we're going to talk about a time that you had that hair here in a second. Okay. All right, move on to the second wing. This one is Los Calientes.
Do you think this is soaked enough? Do we need to put more on there?
I mean, you're welcome to put more on there.
If I put more, will you put more?
Sure.
I knew that you would take.
How much are you talking about?
Like a lot.
That had to be on accident. You did that on accident.
I want it dripping off yours.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you'd take the challenge.
You suck.
Here we go.
Yeah, eat up. I am furious that you put that much on there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look what you made me do. You did this to me. You feeling that?
But it actually is pretty good.
Well, yeah, that's what I've heard about these as compared to some of the other hot one sauces is that these actually taste good, though they might make you feel, like you're going to die. So you've got dance moves. Tina said this. I don't agree.
By the way, I feel the sweat in my face.
You've got dance moves. Where did you learn your dance moves, and how often are you able to use them? I did not write this question, but I am excited for the answer.
Where did I learn them? It was just something I've always had rhythm. Ooh, hold on. Right on my tongue. I don't know, I've just always had rhythm. And when have I used it? When the right occasion presents itself. We'll just keep it at that.
Okay. Like in a previous job, it would have been good for you to have those. We don't have to say anything else about it, but like, no, we truly don't.
We're going
No, we don't have to say anything else about it, but.
I used to work at a dance club as a bouncer. And then after that, I worked as a bouncer at a strip club. But before that, at the dance club, they would have all male reviews on Saturdays. And for 2 hours, only women were allowed to come in. And to make extra tip money, I would wear my tightest pair of jeans. and you think Robert wears vests? I had a vest on, a silk vest, and that's all. That's all I had on. Yeah. So, of course, I was much leaner and meaner back in the Marine Corps days. So
I can dig it.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Just so the camera can see, I put a lot more on there. Like we tossed these in them quite a bit before, but I put a lot more on there. So. It wasn't a good idea to just swallow that. I definitely should have started on the other side. Okay, so I would say this is like the level of a hot sauce that I would like on like an enchilada dish at a restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
Like, so it's spicy, I'm feeling it, but I'm not about to die.
Right.
Now, straight up inhaling just like what I poured right there, that wasn't the smartest.
What is the best thing about having Bobby as a roommate?
Okay.
Just in case you're not sure what's going on. If you listen to Disc Golf Answer Man, me and Robert used to live right next to each other, and then they bought a house, and my landlord wanted to put me in a year lease, and I was ready to look for a house of my own because we were living in townhomes at the time. And so Robert and his wife Shay suggested that I come live with them as I house hunt. Now, obviously, that's been slowed down a bit with the coronavirus, but that's why I'm here living with the McCalls.
Okay, the best part about having Bobby as a roommate is twofold. One, I have had plenty of inconsiderate roommates in the past. Most of them have been pretty good, but especially like when you're married, just having like, Bobby is extremely considerate of our space. Like if we are all hanging out together, we're all hanging out together. And then otherwise he just like watches TV and works on his computer and all that. So he's extremely considerate, which I very much appreciate. But two, Bobby is a fun roommate. He has very many ideas mostly about meals that we can do, and I'm about it. Like, see, so Shay and I both really love trying new foods and cooking and stuff like that, and so we've gotten to kind of do roommate dinners quite a bit. That's been really fun. So
awesome. All right, so we are down to the XXX Throwdown, the last dab. Dare we dab it?
Well, I mean, you have to. It's called the last.
It's
dab.
in the name of the
Now,
sauce.
okay, do not put the amount that you just did.
Why not?
No, just like a little bit. That's what they do on the YouTube videos.
But I've seen them do double dabs.
No, just do a little bit. You better be able to control yourself.
But this doesn't ooze
Okay,
out
yeah,
like
I think
that.
that's plenty. I think you'll be upset that you even did that amount, but that's fine.
Here we go.
All right. Hey, good luck, man.
Ooh, that's not good. Well, that went in my nostril. Like a heat flare. Oh, yes. Shoot. Yeah, that's hot.
Yep.
That one is fast.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
That one's whoa. That one's got the heat. Whoa. That one's got the heat.
Yeah, I would say the overall heat level of the second one, I would be fine with had we not doused it and I just swallowed it. But I feel okay right now. You do not feel okay right now.
No, that jumped.
That's a pretty good jump.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's cooking.
That's a pretty good jump. Okay, so
I'm gonna wait until you ask the question.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. Okay, so the last question, Tina actually wrote, what's the best thing about having Robert as a roommate for, oh, be careful around your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, What's the best thing about having Robert as a roommate? But we already kind of started that one, so I'll go a different direction. Yeah. What's the worst thing about having Robert as a roommate?
That one's no joke.
Yeah, I believe it.
Those other ones were just teasers.
Well, and I feel like we extra doused that one.
I'm afraid to take water.
You can choose the best if you want, but I just wanted to mix it up.
What's the worst thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know if y'all can see through the camera, but Bobby's face is way more red than normal. Like he's normally just like, you know, a tan skinned fellow. There's lots of red in the cheeks right now.
Cooking. I gotta get a little water.
Yeah, no, do your thing. That's cool. That help at all?
Oh, yeah.
Nice, okay. You see the sweat under his eyes? Dang.
There's not really like worse things.
That's okay. You can do the best thing then, that's fine.
Dude, it's
We can switch it up. Because, I mean, if he says the worst thing and it's really bad, then we just kick him out.
Oh, the worst thing. Really, if you had to be a worst thing,
Nice, okay.
I like my jams.
Okay, yes.
I love, oh God, when you breathe, it hurts on your tongue.
Yep, I've been there. I'm not excited about it.
Okay, it's starting to calm down a little bit.
Okay, good.
But when you talk, it gets worse.
It's okay, you love your jams.
I love my jams. I love to listen to music really loud.
Yeah.
And so out of respect, I don't do that here. I wear headphones and jam, which is fine. So if I have to say that's the worst thing, but that's obviously not a terrible thing.
Now, usually when you say like, hey, I'm gonna do some cleaning, you mind if we jam?
Right.
We're good with it. But I totally, that goes to the best thing about having Bobby as a roommate. He's very considerate. But I know there's a little inner jam that you really wanna like, you just wanna jam out.
I'm gonna go with the chocolate.
No, go for it. All right, everybody, I'm moving on to the last wing. Here is the last dab. This was a really stupid idea, you know that?
I had a little bit more. That's gotta be your big bite. It's still cooking.
Down the hatch. It does not taste good.
No, it doesn't. It's not I wouldn't. Whew.
I'm afraid to swallow. I haven't yet. I know that's when it gets worse. All right.
Wow, but the thing is, when you think it's done, and then you breathe. My advice for you, don't breathe. You can feel it, can't you? Your eyes are watering.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Woo. All right.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I honestly expected it to be a lot worse. Like it hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm alive. It hurts a little bit more right now. It's catching me a little.
I'm gonna let it set in for you.
Why did I lick my lips? That was a huge mistake. A huge mistake, Bobby.
Okay. People often mistake you for Eric Oakley and Drew Gibson. Can you honestly describe exactly the feelings you experience when you have to explain that you are not either of them?
I would just say just blind rage is probably the first one that comes to
Do
mind.
your eyes water as much as they are now?
It's about like how I feel right now. No, it's just like, look, man, just because we have dark hair and beards and like sometimes wear glasses, that doesn't mean that we're the same people, you know? I have had people for, like at the most recent stadium experience that we did, somebody called me, like a couple called me Eric all day. And I felt bad correcting him, like I didn't want to correct him, but I was like, hey, by the way, I'm Robert. My pants would be a lot tighter if I was Eric.
That's a good comment.
And then for Drew Gibson, like all I say when people confuse me for Drew is like, I don't throw nearly that far. So like, that's about where the similarities end for us. But
So a follow-up question on that. For a while, people would say, hey, Robert, or after once they figured out you were Robert, and then their second question was,
where's Bobby? Okay, yeah, so when I first started at DD, Bobby and I were together all the time. Not quite as much as now because, you know, living together.
Right.
Platonically. Okay, but anyway. But we always made videos together. We went on road trips together. And so the question I got the most was, hey, where's Bobby? And I was like, okay, listen, Guys, it honestly didn't bother me. I had a good laugh at that one.
That's funny.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm in pain. I thought it was gonna be more pain.
Yeah.
Like it hurts, but I'm alive.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was a fun times with the hot ones.
A little bit more of it. I'm just kidding.
No, I don't want to do any more of any of it. Fun times with the hot ones. Make sure you tune in. Stay here on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching this, and be ready for Eric Oakley and AJ Risley. They take on now. They took it to another level, and they actually ordered higher Scovilles than we did. So they are going to have a good time with it. Guys, I hope you're enjoying all the activities and events happening for the Virtual GBO. Man, we so wish you guys could have come to Emporia. Would have loved to have you here, but at least we can have a little bit of GBO through online. Stay safe out there. And just remember that when you are ready to get out there and play disc golf, Dynamic Disc will definitely be there for you.
But you don't have to eat wings to do it.
No.
At least Bobby would be out if you did.
Yeah.